Hello everybody and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to make my very own vegan broccoli cups with Seitan beef chunks. Deliciously Cajun seasoned broccoli cups featuring giant pieces of sauteed Seitan. Let's get started. So the ingredients we're going to be needing for today's recipe are some salt and pepper to taste, 2 pounds fresh broccoli, 2 eggs, 1 box vegan Seitan chunks, 1 large yellow onion, 1 half stick butter, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 1 clove fresh garlic, 1 tablespoon Crystal Louisiana hot sauce, 1 baby Tabasco, 1 tablespoon toasted sesame oil, 1 tablespoon Kikkoman soy sauce, some asparagus spears, and for our seasonings, Tony Chachere's Cajun, onion and garlic powder, poultry magic, fresh baby carrots, some fine coarse salt, Parmesan, get out, move, some fine cracked pepper, cumin, stoked paprika, 1 russet potato, and some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to start by cutting our broccoli. You just want to cut off the stems. You shouldn't have to use too sharp of a knife for this. Now we'll pour 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar into a large bowl of water, and we're going to put this broccoli in there to soak for a few minutes. I might actually need to use 2 bowls for this. We'll pour this into this bowl. Shit. What I'll do is I'll take half the contents of this one and then put it into the original. Now I'm going to grab these broccolis and I'm going to rub the heads of them up against a strainer so that we get just the flour part. You know, broccoli is actually very high in simple carbohydrates, which get broken down by the bacteria in our colon and produce gas, which is why sometimes we experience what's called farts, or as they say in the South, air shit. Okay. Now let's pour all of this into a bowl. Add 2 eggs. Got a little bit of shell in there. Half teaspoon stoked paprika. And we'll stir it up. Now I'm going to pour our broccoli batter into our cup tray. Try to get it exactly in the holes. And if you don't, you can always correct it later. So let's bake these for 15 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, we can get to work on our Seitan. So I've got my Instant Pot set to saute mode here, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And now for an old Louisiana secret, I've got some Crystal hot sauce here. We're just going to add a couple drops of that. Now I'm using traditional flavored vegan Seitan, but you can use any variety, I guess. We're just going to pour it into the pot. Try to break up the chunks as much as possible. Add in some seasoning. Let's pour some boiling water over it. And finally 1 tablespoon better than bouillon chicken base. Replace the top. Got to get it in the right place. Okay. Now we'll put it on pressure cook for 8 minutes. Okay, so for this part we need to be extremely careful. You can't touch this knob because it's going to be too hot. But you need to use something to flip it onto release. Okay, so once it's safe to release, we want to twist the top off, and voila! Okay, so for the last step, I've got a coriander here. I'm just going to take our Seitan water and I'm going to pour it into the pot to drain. And then lastly, I'll literally ladle our Seitan chunks onto the broccoli cups. Now this is going to be way too hot to eat right now, so you'll need to be patient and give it a few minutes to cool down.
Help me make it through the night, 'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night.
That'll cure your hangover. Well, thanks for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen, everybody. And thanks as always to the patrons at patreon.com/Henry's Kitchen for making these videos possible. Thanks, and I hope you have a great month.
I've never been a social guy. I'm always making children cry. I guess that's just the way